I was happy that we stuck with it. Last night we were rewarded for a real good start. Scored some goals and played with a lead. And I thought we had a really good first period tonight. I thought their goaltender was really good early, and they defended with a bit of an edge. And we struggled with that at getting second and third opportunities. But I thought we did have some pretty good looks. And went back into the locker room and I thought the guys stuck with it and came out, and we were fortunate to get a goal early in the second period, and I thought we stretched it out in a real hurry there in the first 5 minutes of the second period, and I'm just really glad the guys didn't get frustrated with it. They stuck with it and they were rewarded for it.
Thanks for that, Mike. We have questions for Mike Hastings. Kevin Dudley, you want to start?
Zach Kranick got his first two collegiate goals tonight. He's a guy who's not always in the lineup. Just maybe talk about his contributions at tonight's win.
Well, Zach's been in and out as other freshmen and young players that we've had, and I just think he's really. It was great to see him get his first one because I think he's been playing some good hockey for us, and for him to take advantage of that. And then I thought as the game went on, last night he had 2 assists, tonight he had 2 goals. For him to have a weekend where he gets 4 points, hopefully he's going to enjoy that feeling, and that'll give him some confidence here when we get back together on Monday. But he's been working real hard, and it's good to see him have some success.
Tim Rappelai, you're up.
Coach, Julian Napravnik had a big game in the second Duluth game, and you said you were waiting for him to sort of bust out. Can you comment on Julian and kind of the groove he's gotten into?
He's playing confident right now. I think he's playing. It's one thing. Julian's not a guy you want out there trying to run guys over. I think he can think it at an elite level. He can play really quick. He can play fast because he does think it that well. And he's starting to play inside dots with the consistency, and he's being rewarded for that. That line was not as good as they were last night with Nathan Smith and Cade Borchardt, but I think Julian's starting to become a driver on that line, and when he does that, he's hard to handle because he plays with such pace. And again, he's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable, I think, at shooting and looking for a shot first, which then allows the rink to open up to him. And I thought he had a really good weekend.
Shane Frederick.
You talked about how guys stuck with it, but did you see anything different about the way you started that off, that second period off, and just in terms of the way were they harder? Did they just do anything that you saw that was a little bit different, especially as kind of the floodgates open?
I just thought we did a better job of forechecking once we got a puck into an area where we could get after them with their toes pointed towards their end. Good sticks, played above them, but really got after, I thought, on the forecheck, and were rewarded for it. Going all the way through, when Grohl scores his goal, Cillier doesn't get an assist on that, but the whole reason that puck gets turned over is because Cillier gets in with pressure, with a good stick on their defenseman, and creates a turnover, and then Grohl makes a really good individual play to tuck it in the weak side of the net. And to me, I thought the guys, we went out with a little bit more purpose and put some pucks in areas that we didn't get it on first touch, but we created some turnovers with our pressure.
Shane, do you have a follow-up? Kevin Dudley?
Mike, last night we got to see Wyatt get in on the offense a little bit. I think tonight we saw Jack McNeely make a play that I think the bench had some fun with, stick handling through some guys and setting up Smitty's goal. Maybe just talk about Jack. I don't think we talked about his impact on the team enough, and he made a fun play tonight.
You're completely. I should speak about Jack McNeely more often because he's just a quiet leader for us. He's a guy that you don't notice him maybe as you did tonight. That was a big time play, and Jack's such a humble, a humble guy. Doesn't say a lot. It was one thing when he made the first move, then the second move, and then be able to see Nathan Smith on the back door. But he's been a leader for us from day one. And those two guys, when you're talking about Wyatt Amat and Jack McNeely, they make our coaching staff's jobs easier, simpler, because they're the ones that are doing the leading as far as example setting and doing the things you want your guys in the locker room that are important spots to do. And to see him make the play, and I think he was +4 tonight. It's good to see. I think that young man can play at the next level. And I'm not going to say it's in the National Hockey League, but I am going to say he's very valuable to our team. Incredibly valuable. We're going to miss Jack McNeely, so I'm going to try and enjoy as much as I can the time that we have him.
Freddie?
This kind of point about Jack too, but he blocks a shot late in a 6-1 when it was 6-0 off a big shot off a face-off, and just the mentality that your team has to make plays like that in a game that's pretty well in hand, to continue to play that way as the game goes on. Is that something that you get surprised at all when you see that, considering maybe human nature in a game that's pretty much everyone's just trying to get out of here healthy at that point?
Well, I think it says a lot about Jack, and his mentality on how he approaches every opportunity he gets to go down the rink. He wants to go out and play the game the right way. And, you look at that tonight, he's rewarded for it on the offensive end. And again, I'm blessed with having guys that have a selfless attitude, and they work really hard at it. And it's great to see him rewarded for it.
Tim Rapoli?
Coach, forgive me. I want to jump to February. It's my first chance to talk to you about the Olympic assignment. I'm guessing David Quinn might have reached out to you. You've got a long relationship with Quinny. Can you talk about that relationship and how it pertains to this assignment?
Yeah, I mean it's one in the hockey world's a small world, and I going all the way back when I was in the USHL, David was helped build UNO, while UNO was in its infancy with Mike Kemp. And so we got to know each other a little bit there, and from that point on, we've stayed in contact. I've got a tremendous amount of respect for David, and obviously he's been incredibly successful at every level that he's been at. And when he called and asked, it's an honor to be able to represent your country in the Olympics. But I'm also really excited about the people I get to go and learn with and work with. Scott Young, Brett Larson, David Lasson, the group that we have, it's an incredible honor. So when that time comes and we've got preparation between now and when we leave on the 31st, we're going to spend a lot of time between now and then prepping for that. But I really look forward to it and very appreciative of the opportunity.